After picking up their first regular season win last night against the Newark Generals by a score of 4-1, the Bobcats have a quick turnaround this time against the Northern Kentucky Norse. It's the Bobcats and the Norse, and it's next.
Pass into Feehan. Feehan, one touch shoots. He scores! Tic-tac-toe. It's Cooper Feehan on the power play, and it's 2-0.
Over to Moore. Moore walks in. Moore's shot will go. Tipped into the back of the net. Casey Moore gets the goal. His first as a Bobcat.
Nick Powers on the breakaway. Powers. Back and forth. Shoots. He scores! Nick Powers. It's 4-1, baby. Let's go!
Welcome out here to the Slater Family Ice Arena as the Bowling Green Bobcats just about set for first period action between the Bobcats and the Norse. As the Bobcats coming into today's game 1-0 after defeating the Newark Generals by a score of 4-1 last night. It was Easton Schick getting on the board, Ethan Helvoit having a couple of assists, and it was Cooper Feehan and JT Webb getting on the board for the Bobcats. Here we are. Okay. I'm as Bobcat starting lineup, it'll be Cade Contras in net. Bankman, him and Contras. Contras will get the start as Brinkman made 22 saves in yesterday's game. Contras will get the start. It will be Easton Schick and Braden Loomis on the back end to start off for the Bobcats, with JT Webb centering Drake Joseph and Cooper Feehan up front. Other forward lines for the Bobcats include Ethan Helvoit centering Hayden Joseph and Rhett Winger. Then you have Colby Joseph centering Camden McIntosh and Tanner Amos. And then the fourth line, I believe, will be Landon Noss centering Reagan Cortez and Hayden Fox, with no Dempsey Fox or Nico Kuhn in the lineup for the Bobcats. Other D pairs for the Bobcats will be Caden Wisniewski and Casey Moore, and I believe Cash Wisniewski as well as the fifth defenseman. We'll step aside here for a quick break. When we come back, Bobcat Hockey right here on YouTube.
Bowling Green Bobcats. Today's game is sponsored by Stable Insurance. Bobcat Hockey would like to thank all the great people at Stable Insurance for their sponsorship. Now for today's starting lineup, first we visiting Norseman. In goal, number 27, Coleman Clausen. On defense, number 26, Patrick Isaacs. On defense, number 35, AJ Nico. And forward, number 44, Ian Tomko. And forward, number 77, Maddox Malton. And also forward, number 2, Dakota Brown. The Norsemen are coached by Mr. Eric Chapman, and assisted by Tanner Chapman and Tim Shaw. And now your starting lineup for Bowling Green Bobcats. And every Bobcat on the team would like to recognize one Bowling Green youth hockey player in the Bowling Green City Schools who is selected and recognized as our future Bobcat team. Today's future Bobcat currently plays for the BG Youth Hockey Association Mike Ice Cats and attends Pontiac Elementary. His favorite player is Cole Frazier, who's like a walleye. Please welcome to the ice, Jason Bodine. Joining him on the starting lineup, in goal number 1, Kate Contras. On defense, number 13, Easton Ship. Joining on the blue line, number 18, Brayden Lewis. At forward, number 9, Drake Joseph. Also forward, number 17, JT Webb. Rounding out the starting line, number 22, Cooper Behan. The head coach of the Bobcats is Bob Rogowski, assisted by Joe Plastics, Stu Smith, Tanner Clausbaugh, Jamie Webb, and our athletic trainer, Megan Wade. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll everyone now please rise and remove their hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back out here at Slater Family Ice Arena as the Bowling Green Bobcats and the Northern Kentucky Norse just about set for first period action. This one's got 15 minutes on the period clocks instead of the 14. And JV again, JV Bobcats did pick up the win 9-6 over the Norse after scoring 6 goals in the first period. Did the Bobcats led to the locker room up 6-2. As the Northern Kentucky made it close as 6-5, but the Bobcats then pulled away as to 9-6. Bobcats starting lineup: Cade Contras in net with Easton Schick and Braden Loomis on defense. JT Webb centering Drake Joseph and Cooper Feehan. Yep. As it'll be JT Webb in for the center ice face-off. Face-off won there by the Bobcats as Cooper Feehan go 1-on-2. Now 1-on-3 gets help. Cooper Feehan's shot was blocked. Goes around one, now sends it back to the point to Loomis. Loomis will look too low to Feehan in the slot. Shot went low, couldn't get it off. Now Schick on the pinch creates a possible odd man rush the other way for the Kentucky, as the Bobcats will be called for a penalty here. It'll be Feehan for interference. 20 seconds in, Bobcats already in penalty trouble. That'll send out Webb, Schick, Joseph, and Loomis still. As Joseph diving to try to get that puck out, it'll be Schick to Webb to Loomis over to Schick. Now Joseph chipping it out, sending it down, can't get it out. Now it'll be Loomis, Bobcat Jr. Schick able to send it off the glass, took a weird carom as the whistle will blow. Not sure why, as that puck never left play. Yeah, the rounded part is still part of play. Oh. Oh, okay. As Northern Kentucky will win the draw, right to Jake Joseph, though, as he takes a slash, nothing called. He's on the stick lifts, as Loomis will send, or Moore sends it right into Drake Joseph, but Webb able to carry it out. Webb. Will send it up. Moore off. Joseph able to clear it down as Winger comes off the bench. As it'll be cleared in by the Bobcats, as Winger will set up it all the way down. Can't get it out though. Northern Kentucky's shot will go, save Contridge. No, it will trickle in onto the back of the net. As the Norse get the power play goal, it's 1-0. So it'll be Winger off the draw, wins it forward. As it'll be McIntosh evading the check. Gets the puck back, does McIntosh, throws it in front for Winger, couldn't get it to him. Winger looking back to the point, he'll ring it around, shot was blocked. Now it'll be Hayden Joseph sending it low. Now captain Caden Wisniewski will knock it down, gets it back, he'll set it up for the Bobcats, leads the rush. Skates a stick, goes around two Northern Kentucky Norsemen. Around another, can't get around the third. Now it'll be Hayden Joseph. Sending it low for right winger. He's knocked off the puck. Same as, I believe that was McIntosh. Now back to Winger. Winger. Dangled one, but lost the puck. Now Wisniewski. Low to Hayden Joseph, sending it to Winger. Winger. Delayed penalty on the play as Webb off the bench on the extra attacker. As the Bobcats will head to the power play, 2 minutes for interference. That'll send out their top unit. Helvoit with Amos and Winger. With Schick and Wisniewski at the point. So it'll be Amos to take the draw on the left side, Winger to take the draw on the right side. This is on the left, it'll be Amos, he'll lose the draw. Wisniewski able to hold it in at the line. Looks over to Helvoit, lost the puck for a second, and Northern Kentucky able to clear it down. Contra settles it for Wisniewski over to Schick. Schick. He'll carry it. Easton Schick up to Wisniewski, couldn't corral it. As it'll go off of a Wildcat or not a Wildcat, off a Norse player and into the crowd. 11:58 to go. Minute 35 on the 5-on-4 power play. Face-off won there by the Bobcats. Back to Wisniewski. Working over to Helvoit on the left circle. Helvoit looking over to Schick. Schick at the right point. Deep slot now to Wisniewski. Helvoit walks in. His shot will go. Glove save. Still loose. Jamming at it. Whistle will blow. As I think the net came off. So face-off to remain inside. Minute 18 to go on this 5-on-4 power play. Amos off the referee's skate. Northern Kentucky able to get it out. No, they will not. Wisniewski. Nifty play. Helvoit back to Wisniewski. Wisniewski. Amos is free in front. Wisniewski. He'll walk in. His shot will go tipped just wide by Amos. Goaltender may have gotten a piece of it. Helvoit looking high. He'll look over to Schick. Schick. He'll go over to the right side. Now deep slot Wisniewski. Helvoit calling for it. Helvoit lost the puck. Northern Kentucky able to force it down. 11:07 to go here. Sent back in. It'll be Winger and Amos in after it. Winger still on the puck. Holds it. Keeps it. Sends it back to Schick. Schick to Wisniewski. Wisniewski over to Schick. Schick over to Helvoit. Back door. Couldn't find him. Now Helvoit over to Winger. Winger, delayed penalty on the play, shot, and Northern Kentucky will touch up. As with 12 seconds to go on the 5-on-4, Bobcats will head to a 5-on-3 now. As they'll send Winger. Helvoit and Amos will stay out there, except Loomis and Moore will come out for the point. 10:35 to go here. Face-off won there by the Bobcats as they get it back to the point, walk it in. Helvoit lost sight of it, now Winger. Now Moore, Loomis over to Helvoit. Helvoit, his shot was blocked, gets it back, right back. Helvoit leaves it for Loomis. Loomis' shot will go off the side of the net. Now Winger back to Moore. Moore works it over to Loomis. Helvoit. Helvoit walking in. His shot will go way wide as it jumped his stick. They're going to call the minor for a cross-check. Amos works it over to Helvoit. Helvoit leaves it for Loomis. Loomis over to Moore. Moore over to Winger. Winger walking in, looking back toward a Helvoit. Shot went high. Loose in front. Amos takes a whack at it. Loose in front still. Still loose. Winger brings it around. Shot. He scores! Rhett Winger on the power play, and it's 1-1. Good find there by Rhett Winger. Found the puck in front and got it to go into the back of the net, did Rhett Winger. It was a net mouth scramble. It's going to be Winger. It should be from Amos and Moore, would be my bet. As the Bobcats tie it up at 1 with 9:40 to go in this first period. It'll be Moore up to Webb. Webb on side of the Bobcats. Webb takes it, throws it in front for Joseph. Bruce in front, still loose, shot went wide. Wisniewski lost the puck. It'll come back to Moore. So they're going to give Helvoit the lone assist. Now Wisniewski, all three Norse players are found low. Now 3-on-2 for the Bobcats if they can hurry. It'll be Moore over to Feehan onside, looked offside to me. Now Webb back to Wisniewski. Wisniewski's shot will go, pad save. Joseph back to Moore. Moore, flat bomb blocked. Gets it back to Joseph. Joseph jumps his stick, has Webb right in front. Couldn't corral it. Wisniewski on the pinch, holds it in. As Northern Kentucky still able to get it out. It'll be Moore. As Joseph tips it in right to Feehan though. Feehan has a chance here. Rehand shot, save. still loose in front, and the Wildcats will ice it down. Good chance there for Cooper Feehan in front. Couldn't connect. That'll send out the Bobcat third line with Colby Joseph, McIntosh, and Tanner Amos. With Loomis and Schick. Off the face-off win by Joseph. It comes back to the point for Loomis. Loomis walks in. His shot will go tipped just wide by McIntosh as the net will come off. Colby Joseph in for the draw, tied him up, did Amos. Now Amos looking to throw it in front. He's tied up behind the net. Amos working it high. Looks high to Loomis. Loomis dangled one, lost the puck, gets it right to Colby Joseph. Colby Joseph flingers it wide. Amos. Now Colby Joseph, he's cross-checked down, nothing called. Now back down low to Colby Joseph. Colby Joseph, he's being held on to. Nothing called. Now Amos works it high to Loomis. Loomis sends it low for Joseph. Colby Joseph over to Amos. Now Schick activating. Schick keeping it low. Colby Joseph trying to find his way towards the net as the puck, and now Northern Kentucky exits the zone. Onside. Now Loomis. Loomis, nifty play there. He'll lead the rush up to McIntosh, who will dump it in. With halfway gone through this first period, 1-1 your score. As it'll find Rhett Winger in the slot. He goes right through the defense. He's tripped up. That'll draw a penalty. As the Bobcats will head back to the man advantage. 1 for 2 on the day already. Bad boys. As it'll be Amos to take the draw. It's on his side. He'll lose it, but he'll go in after it. Northern Kentucky unable to clear it out, though. Schick, the line. Hellvoigt wants it. He'll get it to Winger, though. Schick. Wisniewski. Schick. Hellvoigt trying to look back door. Over to Wisniewski. Hellvoigt has a shot here. He could walk in. He'll shoot. Blocker save. Right to Hellvoigt, though. Hellvoigt gets the rebound. He'll wind up. Looks high. Over to Wisniewski, deep slot. Wants it back. Wisniewski over to Schick. Schick, his shot will go. Blocker save right to Hellvoigt. Jumped his stick. As the Norse able to send it down. It'll be Schick resetting to Wisniewski. Wisniewski. Pass up to Winger. Winger. Enters the zone, drop pass, left it for Wisniewski over to Schick, over to Winger. Winger tried to get it to Amos. He needs help. It's going to be a 3-on-2 battle in the corner. Wisniewski peels it out, over to Hellvoigt. Hellvoigt, diving play there by the Norse player. It's going to be Hellvoigt leaving it for Schick. Schick with 44 to go in the 5-on-4. Schick leaves it for Wisniewski. Wisniewski walks in, shot off the shoulder of the Norse goaltender and wide. Now Wisniewski. Hellvoigt wants it back door. Norse able to send it back around as he dangled it. Hellvoigt, and they'll send it down. Contras. Wisniewski with 20 to go in the power play. Wisniewski up to Hellvoigt, lost it. Onside, shot will go wide of the net. Now it'll be Schick. Up to Hellvoigt. Hellvoigt as the penalties expire. Hellvoigt onside, inside, outside, inside. No, lost the puck. As it'll be Loomis playing it for the Bobcats. He'll reverse. Now back to Loomis and Webb. Now Loomis lost the puck. Working behind the net are the Norse. Now back to the point. Left shot was blocked as it'll jump the stick, but he'll keep it in. Winger able to get it out with the help of Webb. Webb now one-on-one. Webb on his backhand, little shelf pass. Feehan can't hold it in. Northern Kentucky able to send it down. It'll go for an icing on the play. With 4:13 to go here in this first period, 1-1 your score between the Bobcats and the Norse. It'll be Webb in for the draw. Webb won it, but Northern Kentucky able to get there first. Loomis holds it in. Loomis, his shot will go, stick loose in front, still loose. Feehan finds it, throws it in front, just wide. As it'll be Moore over to Feehan. Feehan on the backhand, lost it. Joseph and Moore able to hold it in. Feehan, his shot will go, glove save. North goaltender. Face off, won there by the Bobcats as they'll chip it right back in front as glove save. So it'll be Moore, or Joseph. He'll try to win it back to McIntosh. McIntosh able to gets help, all three forwards in the scrum. Now squirts free to Amos. Right back to Northern Kentucky though, and they'll escape the zone. Shot will go, glove save by Contras. It'll come back to Cash Wisniewski. His first shift of the varsity game. Shot will go off of Contras and wide. As battling in the corner there is Caden Wisniewski. Over to help out is Colby Joseph. Colby Joseph can't get it out. That's an interference call. That'll draw a penalty. As Northern Kentucky will touch up. Two-minute minor on the Norse, so we'll send the Bobcats to the power play. The winger wins it cleanly back to Schick. Schick waiting for Helvoet to get over to his side. Wisniewski. Schick. Wisniewski. Caden Wisniewski. Thought about the shot, gives it back to Schick. Schick looking backdoor to Helvoet. Wisniewski able to hold it in, and he'll dive and send it back down low. Amos, right to Helvoet. Helvoet dangled one, couldn't dangle him though. Amos sends it out, or with a check, it'll be Helvoet. Over to Schick. Schick, back to Helvoet. Over skates. Helvoet up to Wisniewski. Wisniewski to Helvoet with a burst of speed into the zone. Helvoet, right to Wisniewski, Schick. Schick. Wisniewski. His shot will go tipped by Amos wide. Now Helvoet works high to Wisniewski. Amos battling in front, trying to get in front of the goaltender. Schick makes the defender fall down. He'll walk in. His shot will go loose in the air. Winger takes a swing at it. As it's going to be played with a high stick by Schick, so the Bobcats will touch up. Defensive zone faceoff coming up for the Bobcats. As it'll be Winger to take the draw. He'll lose it. And Northern Kentucky sends it back, blocked in front. Rebound goes right to Helvoit. Helvoit to lead the rush, 3-on-2. Leaves it for Winger. Winger onside, looked offside to me. Helvoit, his shot will go pad save. And the goalie will hold on to it. .35 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, or 5-on-4, I mean. That'll send Webb out with Joseph and Feehan. Right to Joseph, to Moore. Moore waits for the power play to get set up. Moore to Loomis. Loomis. Moore. Loomis. Feehan's free right in front. His shot will go, glove save. He just saw, if Loomis had sauced that up to Moore, or to Feehan, he would have been all alone. It'll be Webb in for the draw. Webb wins it cleanly back to Loomis. Over to Moore, to Loomis. Loomis over to Joseph. Joseph walking in, shot went way wide. As he's going far, he's looking for a far pad. With 10 to go in the power play, Loomis. Over to Moore. Moore working low to Webb. Feehan has his stick free. Webb to Joseph. Loomis. His shot will go off of Feehan and loose in front, and it's saved. As Webb took a dive at it with 56.2 to go. It was into the goaltender. Webb wins it right back to Joseph, works it to his to Moore. Moore over to Loomis. Loomis works it to Webb. Webb, his shot will be blocked. He's tripped up, nothing called. Moore over to Loomis. Loomis on his backhand has to send it low. As Northern Kentucky trying to escape the forecheck of Joseph, who stole it. Joseph took a high hit, nothing called. Out with Webb. Able to fend off a defender, keeps it with him. And now Joseph with 25 in the period will send it high to Moore. Moore, shot was blocked. Right to Loomis though. Loomis on his backhand over to Webb. Or that's Joseph. Feehan now, he's cross-checked over to Joseph. Joseph works it high to Moore with 8 in the period. Moore, his shot will be tipped wide with 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it for the period. Bobcats dominate except for that first couple minutes. As we'll head to break here. Shots that period. 20-6 or 20-2 in favor of the Bobcats. Dominated most of that play, that period. When we come back, we'll have second period of action right here on YouTube. Welcome back out here to Slater Family Ice Arena as the Bobcats and the Norse just about set for second period action. As the Bobcats win the draw. Back to Joseph and they dump it in. It'll be Feehan first two. Now back to, I believe that's Loomis. Over to Feehan. Lost the puck. Norse can't get it out though. Webb. He'll dump it in. Feehan. Tried to take it himself. Had Joseph cutting to the net. Couldn't get it to him. Now Webb. Joseph, his shot will go sticked away by Northern Kentucky and Clausen. That'll be tipped. Down, but icing will be called on the Norse. As it'll be Hellvoid in for the draw. As now it'll be Moore controlling. Moore over to Caden Wisniewski. Caden Wisniewski back to Moore. Couldn't get the pass, and now it'll be blocked there by Hellvoid. He's hurting. Winger now in, shot, pad save. By the Norse netminder and Clausen. As it'll be Colby Joseph in for the draw for the Bobcats. Tying him up there was McIntosh. And it'll find Diamaco. Back to the point to Wisniewski. His shot was blocked. Down low to Colby Joseph. Diamaco and McIntosh battling in front. And now Northern Kentucky can't get it out. It's in the feet of Amos. Couldn't find it. 3-on-2 the other way go the Norse. Onside. The referee wanted to blow his whistle, didn't. As Colby Joseph able to get it out, but not deep. Now Wisniewski over to Moore. Moore leaves it for McIntosh. He'll swing it around. Colby Joseph first two. Leaves it for Wisniewski, couldn't get it to him, and now Moore. Moore backing up over to McIntosh. McIntosh leads the 3-on-2 rush into the zone. McIntosh backhands that one in. It'll go pat. It'll softly be thrown on net and covered up by Clausen. 13:02 to go here in this second period of play between the Bobcats and the Norse. It'll be it'll be Webb. Webb won it to Joseph. Joseph, as it's going to be the Norse clearing it down, and first two is Wisniewski. Now Webb throwing it back in front of the Norse. Shot went wide. They had Contras beat short side, but it went just wide. Now it'll come to Kidman for the Norse. Up to Ball. Ball throws it back around. As it's going to be more pinching for the Bobcats. Now Webb at the point. Webb, his shot will go blocked just wide. Right to Joseph. Drake Joseph throwing it back around for JT Webb. Takes a weird carom right to Feehan in front. Shoots, he scores! As the puck took a weird carom off the boards and right in front to Feehan, and it's nothing but net. It's 2-1. So let's see where that took a bounce off of. As Joseph dumped it in, both Webb and the Norse defenseman went back in to grab it around the net, and it jumped right to Feehan in front, and it's 2-1. With 12:15 to play here in the second. It'll be Hellvoid. Good to see him back out there after blocking a shot. Now it'll escape Loomis and Hayden Joseph back to Schick. Schick to Loomis. It'll be to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph to Loomis. Loomis turned it over. Shot will go wide of the net. Now it'll come back to the point. to Isaacs, who sent it low. It's going to be Feehan from Wisniewski as the goal. Now Helvoit controlling for the Bobcats. Up to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph skates a stick, gets it up, gets it out to Helvoit. Helvoit throws it back in deep. Winger, first two. Self pass. Tried to throw it behind the net, off himself, or off the net, back to himself. Couldn't get it to work though. Now Winger lost the puck again. Same with Helvoit. Now Hayden Joseph, his shot will go stick away and out of danger. As the Bobcats will send out Colby Joseph's line. As a whistle will sound. As the Norse will go one-on-one against Schick here. Schick will send him off the puck. As the Norse player falls on top of it, Schick battling over to McIntosh. McIntosh has his stick lifted. Now it'll be Loomis up to Amos, right to Colby Joseph, over to McIntosh. Good breakout there for the Bobcats. McIntosh, his shot will go, pad save, loose in front for the rebound. Couldn't corral it with the Bobcats though. Now to find Colby Joseph in front, it jumped his stick though. Amos as well. Now Northern Kentucky going the other way, 3-on-2 if they can hurry. Offside, no. Onside, shot will go, glove save, Contras, but he'll throw it to the corner. Now Loomis, off the boards, gets it out. Icing will be called if it has enough oomph, and it will not. They're going to wave off icing. McIntosh, Amos, and McIntosh, Amos peels it out. Same with McIntosh. Amos walking in from behind the net. Threw it in front. Pad save loose in front. Couldn't get it to work. Northern Kentucky now going one-on-one against Moore as he falls over on top of Moore. But they're going to get Moore for a penalty. For interference. 10 minutes to go here in this second period. It'll be the Bobcats back to the box in Casey Moore this time. It'll send out Drake Joseph against Malton for the face-off. Maddox Malton will win the draw back for the Norse. And they'll work it back to the point. Except Joseph and Loomis converge on it, and they'll send it down. Now it'll be the Bobcats trying to force a turnover here in Feehan. He's interfered with. Nothing called, but Loomis steals it right in the neutral ice. He'll go, and he'll lose the puck. Will Braden Loomis. Now it'll be Joseph forechecking. He took the wrong route. And now Feehan forcing him off the puck creates a possible odd man rush for the Norse. They're looking to go behind the net. Through the crease, shot will go. Pad save Contras, and clearing it out of danger there was Braden Loomis. Norse shoved off the puck. Big hit there by Cooper Feehan. But Norse still on it with a minute to go on the 5-on-4 power play for them. Now Helvoit. Norse trying to enter the zone. They finally will. Winger now forechecking. Shot will go. Glove save Contras. Bobcats will have Rhett Winger take the draw. Looks like against Darsky for the Norse. Bobcats will win this draw back over to Helvoit now on his side. He'll look to clear it out. He'll lift it up softly right to Winger though. Winger, stick lifted one. Now it is a chance for a break. Shot will go high off the goaltender. Now Helvoit threw it right back in front. Winger was too high to grab it, and the Norse able to break out 1-on-2. Around Wisniewski. Goes Ball. Hudson Ball. He's checked off the puck by Wisniewski, and Winger now. Wisniewski on his backhand will chip this one all the way down. With 15 to go in the penalty to Casey Moore. Now it'll be number 16 and Bray for the Norse. Cleared it down, but right to Loomis. Loomis been out there a long time. Wisniewski up to Helvoit. Helvoit into the zone. Dangled around one, lost the puck though. Now it'll be Moore on his backhand. Will dump it in. Winger to go get it. Now rung around for Amos to hop off the ice. Right to Helvoit in front. Shot off the mask. Winger jumps his stick. He's cross-checked. That'll draw a penalty. As Helvoit. Wisniewski, his shot will go. Blocked, tipped in front by Winger. Colby Joseph goes right to the net as the odd man extra attacker on. Off of Joseph right to Loomis. His shot will go tipped high. Right to Joseph to Helvoit. Helvoit back to Wisniewski. Delayed penalty on the play. On the North. Shot will go to tipped off of Wisniewski and down. They got to hurry here. This could hit the empty net. Loomis will save it from going in. With 7:08 to go here. Loomis to lead the rush. 6-on-5 still for the Bobcats with Amos. Amos self-chip. Throws it right over to Helvoit. Helvoit shoots. He scores! What a pass. Tanner Amos over to Ethan Helvoit on delayed penalty. And the Bobcats will capitalize. It's 3-1, and they still get a power play. So they're going to get the Norse 2 minutes for cross-checking. Good sequence there for the Bobcats. Actually, I stand corrected. There will not still be a power play, as the Norse will ice that down. It's 3-1 Bobcats lead. It's going to be Helvoit from Amos and Loomis. It'll be Colby Joseph now in for the draw. 3-1 Bobcats lead. He'll tie him up. McIntosh over to help out. Colby Joseph peels it out. Back to the point to Moore. Moore sending it low. Now Colby Joseph, or McIntosh pokes it behind the net. Now shot was blocked there. The Wisniewski shot was blocked. Now Moore off the boards to right to McIntosh. Couldn't connect to Colby Joseph. Try to streak into the zone. Now soft dump in. Now it'll be first two is Casey Moore for the Bobcats. Casey Moore up to Amos. Amos up to Colby Joseph. He's stepped into. Now it'll be Wisniewski. Caden Wisniewski. Puck was squirted free right to McIntosh though. McIntosh off the boards, had no one there. And now sending it back in front are the Norse. Amos. And it'll come to Moore. Moore right to McIntosh. He's cross-checked, nothing called. As Moore will draw a penalty, Contras to go to the bench. Won't even get there as the Norse to the box. It'll be Brown, Dakota Brown to the box for the Norsemen. And since the faceoff's on the right side, it'll be Rhett Winger to take the draw with Helvoit to his right, Amos to his left. Schick and Wisniewski at the point. Faceoff one right to Schick. Schick waiting for Wisniewski to get over to Wisniewski, over to Helvoit. Wisniewski slap pass over to Helvoit. Helvoit looking for number two, shot, pad save, rebound loose. Goes back to right to Wisniewski though. Wisniewski over to Schick. Schick walks in, thought about the shot. Looks back to Wisniewski. Wisniewski now shoots, shot into the back of the net. Captain Caden Wisniewski wrists it in, and it's 4-1 Bobcats. Power play goal. Four to one. It's Caden Wisniewski. It's back-to-back games for the Bobcats with goals from defensemen. Of course, last night Easton Schick got on the board with a poke check goal. Today it's Caden Wisniewski, both of course wearing letters for the Bobcats. 4-1 Bobcats lead off the draw. It'll come back to the Norsemen though. Norsemen trying to go into the zone offside. They won't blow the whistle though. Now it'll be the Bobcats trying to escape the zone. Now Norse, number 5, checked over by Feehan, shot saved by Contras. Amos with 2 assists in the last 2 goals for the Bobcats. His goal was Wisniewski from Schick and Amos. Face-off won there by Webb. Been very good in the draws draws today has JT Webb. Webb now behind the net, working low, try to get it free from behind the net to Caden Wisniewski, the goal scorer for the Bobcats, as Feehan shot it off of a Norseman and down. Now Drake Joseph on the forecheck. It'll come to Kirby for the Norseman. Turned it over though, as Feehan will send that one all the way into the crowd here. So face-off to come right at center ice. With 4:38 to go here in this second period of action, Bobcats have scored 3 goals this period, a 4-1 lead. Colby Joseph in for the draw. Joseph over to Loomis to Schick. Schick off boards, right to McIntosh, swinging in. Very common play here for the Bobcats. Amos, first 2, goes to Colby Joseph, back to the point to Loomis. Loomis looks low to Colby Joseph, who'll go off his glove and out. Face-off probably will come outside though. Oh, face-off will remain inside. So it'll come to Colby Joseph off the draw. He'll lose the draw. Amos battling Colby Joseph, back to the point. Loomis, his shot will go off of McIntosh right to the Norseman. I believe that's Diamaco. He'll send it down though for an icing on the Norseman. Like it'll be Maddox Malton to take the draw against Colby Joseph. Malton will win the draw forward and he'll escape the zone with it. He'll find his teammate in number 44, Tomko. He takes a hard hit from Easton Schick as he got spun around, did Tomko. Now it'll find its way up to Amos at center ice, intercepted there by the Norseman in Brown. Norseman able to dump it in with Malton, as he'll head off for a change. First 2, though, is Loomis for the Bobcats. Loomis' pass was intercepted there by Brown for the Norseman. Now Loomis with a nifty move. Off the boards right to Colby Joseph, though. Little short pass. Joseph's cross-checked down as he keeps getting cross-checked. Nothing called. Puck will find still on the boards as he's held by Brown. Schick. McIntosh looking for the break pass. It'll be tipped in, as he'll head off right for the change. Good shift there for the third line. It'll be a Winger stealing the puck. He's interfered with a little there, nothing called. Able to hold it in there was Moore. Moore sent it low for Helvoit. He's being held onto. Now Winger escapes through one over to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph back to Cash Wisniewski at the point. Cash Wisniewski tipped right in front by Winger, and the goaltender for the Norseman and Clausen will hold on to it. With 2:51 to go here for the Bobcats and the Norseman. 4-1 Bobcats lead. 2:51 to go in the second period. It'll be Helvoit to take the draw. It's at even strength. Helvoit goes to the corner, battles with number 26 in Isaacs for the Norseman, over to Winger, back to the point to Moore. Moore walks the line, Thought about the shot over to Winger. Winger will think about the shot, dumps it back to Moore. It was Moore. His shot was blocked in front as Norse was able to get it out. Moore looking D to D. He'll get it over to Cash Wisniewski, the younger brother to Cade Wisniewski, one of the lone freshmen playing in the game, in this varsity game today. It'll be Winger rounding it in. Tried to throw it over to Amos, couldn't get it to him. Now Cash Wisniewski over to Casey Moore. Moore up to Winger. Winger. He's tripped up, nothing called. With just about 2 minutes to go here in this second period. 4-1 Bobcats lead with Cash Wisniewski first two with the puck for the Bobcats. Now over to Winger. Winger waits for pressure. He's cross-checked down, nothing called. He'll get the puck over, though, to Casey Moore. Breakout pass to Ethan Helvoit, one-on-one. Helvoit looking to go outside. No, he'll halt up, wait for reinforcements. Helvoit poked off his stick. Now Cash Wisniewski. D to D over to Moore. Moore. Softly over to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph looked up, no one was there. Big hit there by Helvoit, and Hayden Joseph. Helvoit takes it back, though. Helvoit with under 2 to play. Helvoit goes outside, inside. He's tripped up, gets the shot off. Nothing called. As the goaltender will cover up, though, with 1:19 to go here in the second period. We'll send out Webb's line with Joseph and Feehan, Loomis and Schick. Webb wins it right to Joseph. Joseph still battling for it in front as the Norseman in number 3 will carry it out in Unkrop. He'll dump it in over to Schick to Loomis, though. Now Webb and Joseph converge. Webb skates through a check, has Feehan now. Feehan going one-on-one against the Norseman. He'll go inside. Lost it, threw it right in front to Webb. Webb, his shot will go loose in front, off of a Bobcat and down. It'll be Loomis to control with under a minute to play. Contra settling it down for him. 43 waits for pressure, does Loomis. Webb looking for the breakout pass. Feehan swinging. Loomis carries it himself. He takes knocked down. He'll keep it, gets back up. Now Joseph smartly sends it over towards Feehan. Feehan lost it. Gets it to Schick, the senior defenseman for lone Bobcat to be on this team for 4 years. Now Feehan intercepts, but the Bobcats will touch up and head to the box here for Drake Joseph. Well, this time we'll head for interference. So with 16 seconds to go, dangerous position here for the Bobcats. With defensive zone face-off towards the end of the second period. It'll be Rhett Winger to take the draw. Schick and Loomis out there with Helvoit as well. Off the face-off win by Winger. Schick able to send it down. That should eat the clock. Shots this period for the Bobcats. That'll do it for the period as Winger able to kill some time there. Shots 14-4 in favor of the Bobcats. So a total of 34-6 as the Bobcats get 3 past Clawson in that period to take the 4-1 lead into the second intermission. When we come back, we'll have third period of action right here on YouTube. Welcome back out here, Slater Family Ice Arena, Bobcats and Norsemen. It'll be Bobcats still shorthanded for another minute 44. Off the draw, it'll come back to the Norsemen. They look to go D-to-D over winger, as it'll be controlled by number 26 in Patrick Isaacs. He's hit hard off the puck by winger. Now Helvoit forechecking as they go to number 66 in Hodge, as that puck will go for an icing on the Norsemen. Offensive zone faceoff upcoming for the Bobcats. With two seniors, a junior and a sophomore on the ice with the Bobcats. It'll be the sophomore to take the draw and Rhett Winger. Winger wins it back to Loomis. Loomis chips it off the boards, right back to himself though. He needs to realize that he needs to drop back as the Bobcats are penalty killing here as the Norsemen get control of the puck. Tipped right in front to the Norsemen as they are able to break out. Poked free there by Schick, but the Bobcats touch up. As it'll be Rhett Winger to the box for a high stick. So Bobcats to be shorthanded again, 3-on-5. Both teams today, both JV and varsity, have had to face a 3-on-5. And Norsemen did score their first goal in the JV game on a 5-on-3. It'll be Webb in for the draw. Wins it back to Moore, up to Webb. Good play there by the two juniors. They called Winger for a high stick. Now Norseman able to break out. And Hodge now carries it in. He's kneed into Webb, and that'll draw a penalty as the Bobcats really in penalty trouble now. 6-on-3 now for the Norsemen. Their shot will go wide of the net. Glove down. Contras overslid there. Now Moore touches up. Bobcats in Webb. We'll have to send out with, I believe it's Joseph, Winger, and Webb in the box. So we got 31 seconds left in the 5-on-3, but it's really a minute and 26 to go on the 5-on-3, and the first to come out of the box will be Rhett Winger. If face-off won there by the Bobcats and Feehan, but turned it over. Now Norseman able to set it up. Set up the 5-on-3. Shot will go, stick save, Contras loose in front. Still battling, Feehan clears it out of danger. Feehan able to send it down. Drake took the first penalty, so the person who took the second penalty will be out first. It'll be Feehan. He'll corral it. It can't get it out though. Realize he's the lone forward. Shot will go pad save, Contras. Still 5-on-3. At the next whistle, Joseph will come out, but still 5-on-3. Over to the deep slot in Diamaco. Now working over, making Feehan chase Diamaco. His shot will go, glove save, Contras still loose in front. Wisniewski able to clear it out of immediate danger, and now Feehan forechecking. Wisniewski smartly will send that one down. Wrist shots that's going to be on net with 23 to go in the 5-on-3. It'll be in Brown, enters the zone onside around Schick. It's Schick, Helvoit, and Moore right now. Schick steals it, he'll get it, but can't get it out. Diamaco walking in from the point, goes D-to-D, one-time shot will go, blocked in front there by Moore. He's at the end. Now it's going to be Winger. As it'll come back to the point, shot will go off of Moore. And now it'll be .11:57, shot will go, blocked in front by Schick. As it'll come back to Helvoit. Helvoit lost the puck. as now it'll come to Ethan Helvoit, who will clear it out of danger. 16 seconds left in the 5-on-4 power play now. With 11:25 to go. Shot cleared out of danger. Offside is the call, as it'll be Drake Joseph now able to come out of the box. With 11:21 to go, 6 seconds left on the 5-on-4. Six seconds left to the penalty to JT Webb. We'll send It'll be Colby Joseph, McIntosh to kill the remainder 6 seconds. McIntosh will lose the draw, as it'll be Webb will set to come out. Right now, Bobcats killed off the major 5-on-3, as it'll be Loomis on his backhand, able to send it around for McIntosh. Can't get it though. Now Loomis. Loomis able to send it down. It'll go for an icing on the play though. 10:56 to go here in this third period. Bobcats still up 4-1. So it'll be Colby Joseph in for the draw. Face off won there by the Bobcats. It'll find Loomis's stick. Loomis on his backhand reversing. He's cross-checked down, nothing called. Now Northern Kentucky back to the point. They'll look to get this one on net. It's blocked in front by the Bobcats and Schick. Colby Joseph sends him off the puck. It'll be Loomis and McIntosh converging. McIntosh up to Loomis, couldn't connect. Shot will go off the knob of the stick of Contras and wide. Now Amos up, tried to find Schick, couldn't get it to him. Now shot wraparound net's off, as Contras knocked it off. Face off to remain inside. Okay, you're good. Just checking how much time was left on the memory card. As looks like Bolton or Holland will take the draw for the Norseman against Helvoit, who wins it. Does Helvoit? Wisniewski up to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph, one touch pass to Winger. Winger had poked off his stick, tried to go outside inside. Winger makes a little charge at the puck. Helvoit as well, up to Winger. Winger lost it. Helvoit gloves it down. Helvoit shoved off, right to the point, back to Cash Wisniewski. Cash Wisniewski lost it. Winger covering for him, gets it back. He'll look diagonal over to Caden Wisniewski. The Wisniewski brothers paired up on D right now. Wisniewski up to his brother, who played a lot of ice in that JV game. Hayden Joseph dropped to Rhett Winger. Back up to Hayden Joseph. Rhett Winger sent it back to the point, as the Bobcats have a delayed penalty on the play, as Rhett Winger was clipped in front by Diameco. They're going to call matching. It's actually going to be number 19 in Fote. Fote and Winger will both head to the box, so offsetting penalties. They're going to get a rough and an interference. Rough on Winger, interference on, didn't catch the number. I believe it was Fote for the Norsemen. So we'll still skate 5 aside. It'll be Webb, Joseph, and Feehan, Loomis, and Schick. Webb to take the draw for the Bobcats. Against number 77, Malton. Webb won it. Sends it low for Feehan. Feehan lost it. Gets it back to Joseph, who will send it right back in, down low. Webb. Feehan peels it out. Feehan looking for the wrap. Throws it right in front of Joseph. Couldn't connect off his skate. Now Schick on the pinch. Aggressive pinch as he had no one covering for him. Now Joseph does cover. Now 4-on-3 battle. Joseph peels it out. Joseph. Little dangle. Sends it over to the corner to Feehan. Feehan. Back to Joseph. Joseph. Couldn't connect on the pass to Schick. As it'll go all the way back down. Loomis first two for the Bobcats. Loomis rings it hard around for Feehan. Feehan left it for Webb. Webb dangled in to one, but sent it down. But it'll be number 22 and Kidman over to control for the Norsemen. Schick. Pass was intercepted. Looked off sides to me, but shot was blocked there by Webb. Shot will go through the crease right to Joseph. Joseph, he's going to turn on the Jets. He'll go 2-on-2 with Feehan. Joseph lost the puck. Now Feehan over to help out. Has Colby Joseph out there. Feehan tried to throw it in front, couldn't get that to work. Joseph with a big hit by Drake Joseph as Moore will send it low. For Feehan, he's at the end of his shift. He'll look to get off soon. Colby Joseph has McIntosh charging towards the net. McIntosh will go in and help out in the battle while Feehan goes to the bench to change. As it'll be Amos, jumped off a little too early there. Could have been called for too many men, but will not, will the Bobcats. As it'll be Casey Moore. Moore on his backhand, switches to his forehand, uses Amos as a screen, enters his own shot, was blocked. Right to the Norseman. Moore knocks it down. Pinching. He'll send it around for Tanner Amos with 7:25 to go here in this third period. 4-1 still your score. Wisniewski, his shot will go loose in front. Looking for a cover of the Norseman. Threw it back through the crease. No one home. Ringer shot tipped loose in front. As Colby Joseph got a stick on that shot. As the goaltender in Clausen made the save. We're more than halfway done here in this third period now. 4-1 remains your score between the Norsemen and the Bobcats. Big shout out to Joel Gallahan doing great work as camera today. Face-off won there by the Bobcats. It'll be Moore up to Winger. Winger self down to Hayden Joseph. Hayden Joseph takes the charge at Helvoit. Back to the point to Wisniewski. Over to Moore. Moore had to quickly move it as Winger sends it low. No one there. Winger intercepts that pass as Hayden Joseph takes a cross check down. Hayden Joseph clips the man then as Winger, as the whistle will go, as Winger fell on top of the puck, so the whistle will blow. Face-off will come outside for Helvoit to take against Brendan Holland for the Norsemen. And 4-1 Bobcats lead. Helvoit won it forward. He delivers a cross check. That'll be a penalty on Ethan Helvoit as he's gonna head to the box here as Winger touches up. As the Bobcats to the box, 2 minutes for probably a cross check, a rough, interference. You could call it any of those three. It'll send out Joseph, Wisniewski, Feehan, and Loomis. As tying him up there are the Norsemen, and the Norsemen will behind to the point. And Isaac's shot will go, glove save, Contras. They gave him a cross check. Was the penalty to Helvoit. Face off, won there by the Norseman. Isaac sends it D to D. Hard forechecking there. Forces a errant pass there by the Norseman. As it's going to come to Holland, who will pirouette into the zone. Drops it off to Kirby. Big hit there by Joseph, and Feehan able to help out, able to get it out. As It'll be intercepted there by Feehan. Feehan, his riffs on the shot, gets it back to Wisniewski. Wisniewski back to Loomis. Loomis, soft up to Joseph. Couldn't find Feehan, as it'll be Hodge sending it back to the Norseman. Now up to Brown. Brown quick up to ball, as Wisniewski will send it right back in. With a minute to go in the 5-on-4 penalty kill for the Bobcats. Fresh unit with Winger and Joseph still out there. Winger now. He takes a cross check, nothing called. And Brown still out there for the Norsemen. As it'll be Loomis. He'll pinch as Loomis slashes a Norseman, nothing called. Isaacs, as Wisniewski read that, could have had a break there, could the Norseman, but they'll just dump it in. Winger. He's cross-checked. That'll draw a penalty, as Loomis as well delivers a cross-check play, getting chippy. But the Norseman will head to the box for 2 minutes. It'll be Isaacs. Or it'll be Hodge, I stand corrected. Cross-check. So it'll be 5-on-4. Winger, expect Winger, Amos, Schick and Wisniewski to come out. It'll be McIntosh, Winger, Schick and Wisniewski. Out there in the 4-on-4 for 24 more seconds until Helvoit comes out. Winger able to poke it back to the point to Schick. Schick over to Wisniewski. His shot will go. Blocker save by Clausen. Now McIntosh forces a turnover. Winger goes low. Lost the puck, gets it right back. Has McIntosh in front. Winger battling hard. First thing, falling down over to McIntosh. McIntosh works it back to the point. Wisniewski over to Schick. One-time shot will go into the back of the net. A fumbler, back-to-back games for Easton Schick with the goal. And it's 5-1 power play goal. Bobcats. This power play seems to be clicking. That's back-to-back goals back-to-back games with goals for Easton Schick, the Bobcat assistant captain. And that'll send out the Bobcat fourth line, and Hayden Fox, Landon Noss, Reagan Cortez with Cash Wisniewski and Casey Moore. A little error there as the Norsemen weren't ready. It'll be Noss again in for the draw. Noss lost it. It'll be Cash Wisniewski on the pinch. So Schick from Winger and McIntosh. And now the Norseman back in. Into the zone shot will go sticked away by Contras. They'll work it down low again. The Norseman falling down allows Cortez to send it out, but not out. Now it'll be Noss chipping it up, or Fox chipping it up to Noss. And now Cash Wisniewski. Pinch, and it's a 2-on-1 for the Norseman. Shot will go, pad save Contras. As the Norseman able to send it in. Chipped out of danger. Moore on the reverse hit, and Hayden Fox able to chip it out with under 4 to play. Cortez almost forced a turnover. There was a check, creates the turnover, and now Hayden Fox on the forecheck. The Norseman able to break out. Intercepting that pass is Casey Moore. Moore into the zone, 1-on-4, leaves it for Noss. Noss has a rocket, his shot will go wide, right to Cortez. Cortez sent it in front, no one there. Now it'll be Cash Wisniewski, D to D to Moore. Moore, he'll look to red line, he'll dump it in. He was a little knocked off balance there, was Casey Moore with 3 to play. Feehan comes right off the bench, intercepts that pass by the Norsemen as they look to go keep it in for the Bobcats, and they won't. But they'll send it right back in. Will Drake Joseph. Now Webb trying to force it. Got a goal last night, looking for another one. Feehan able to hold it in. No, he will not. The linesman was right on the line. Good call there. It'll be JT Webb in for the draw against Malton. Face off one there as it'll be Wisniewski. His shot will go just wide. Now Loomis. He'll send it back in. As Joseph jumps his stick, and Caden Wisniewski first two for the Bobcats. Over to Joseph, the former Bobcat defenseman, now Bobcat forward. Joseph will hit the red line. He'll dump it in on net. Glove save, and they'll hold on to it. Will Coleman Clausen. And they score. I missed it, but I think it's going to be Braden Loomis on the goal off to the face-off win by the Bobcats. So, as it was, I believe it's Colby Joseph, won it right to Wisniewski over to Loomis, who one-time rocketed it past the Norseman goaltender, and it's 6-1 Bobcats. It'll be Colby Joseph in for the draw. He'll win it back to Loomis, over to Wisniewski. Captain Wisniewski over, off of, I believe, McIntosh, and back to Loomis. Loomis up to Amos. Amos softly up to Colby Joseph, couldn't get it to him. Now it'll come to Wisniewski on the chance here. We're on the Norseman shot, save, rebound shot. Osip Contras looking for the wrap, and that's off. But play will continue. It'll be Amos as Contras quickly fixes the net. Norseman reverse it with under 2 to play. Amos tried for the steal as the puck will find the Norseman bench and out of play. Face off one there by the Norsemen as they look to break out. As the Bobcats in winger tried to get it up as Helvoit fell down with a minute to go here in this third period. 6-1 Bobcats lead. It'll be Schick on his backhand up to Helvoit. Helvoit shields the puck, makes the Norseman fall down. Helvoit. He'll go outside, inside. Inside, he's tripped up. Nothing called. Now Schick. Up to Helvoit, up to winger. He'll tip it in. As it'll be held in by Helvoit. He'll just regroup. He'll look to 30 seconds left, self-pass off the boards, turned it over. Norseman. Schick just looking to kill some time here up to winger. Winger, inside, nifty move there, poked it free. Helvoit. And Cash Wisniewski out there. That'll do it for the game. Bobcats win 6-1. Final score, move to 2-0 on the season. You can stop yours. Yeah, I believe yours rolling. As the Bobcats pick up the victory shots. 9 shots for Bowling Green. No, Bowling Green, it was outshot that period 9-7. So total shots 41 to 13 in favor of the Bobcats. So Contras 12 for 13 on saves. The Bobcats get 6 past Clausen. That'll do it for the game. Again, big shout out to Joel Gallahan for doing camera today. I will see you guys on Friday, as tomorrow's game will be put on Facebook Live, as I will not be here, as I am going out of town and going home. We should be put on Facebook Live. Tomorrow's game and Tuesday's game will be on Facebook Live. I'll be back on YouTube Friday against U School in the Jamie Ruffner Memorial Tournament. Again, this broadcast has been brought to you by YouTube, and thanks for tuning in.